So for Adam Warlock, his worst skin is easily the Living Tribunal. I know it's cool and it's from the comics. It looks kind of dumb. And I happen to be an artist and a video game artist, so I would say how I would improve this skin is a lot of other skins in this game that are ported over from the comics get a little bit more zhuzh to it to like fit in the art style, and they just didn't zhuzh this enough. I know some people get frustrated at the lack of accuracy, but this needed a little something. So like base Adam Warlock has this really cool paneling on him. So I did a little edit and I think it looks better. Now for his best skin, it's going to be Cosmic Warlock. There are some really gorgeous skins in Warlock's metaphorical closet, but this one just eats, I mean, the thigh-high boots, the galaxy, the really cool helmet. It's just very unique and very cool. Angela was a bit of a debate in my Discord. Some people said this was her worst skin, and Sam said that this was her worst skin. But also everyone kind of loved both skins. She doesn't really have like a miss, so it'll be one of these two. Pick your poison. This one, like, especially the comic art, has this gorgeous, like, Joan of Arc vibe. But in-game, like, yes, it is cool, but it is also just, like, her in another her outfit, which is, you know, nothing entirely wrong with that, but it is more fun to change up the skin a little more. But her best is pretty easily the Scold 2099. It flatters her body so beautifully, and this big ol' eye looking thing right here is a very unique and fun design. Because Angela is such like a medieval feeling character, very fantasy, putting her in a sci-fi context is just a really fun spin on her, and it just looks really, really good. This one is a close second. The bodice, just the top looks a little strange to me. I don't know how to explain it, but when it warps, I'm like, For Black Panther, the Phoenix skins missed so hard. There is no panther in this. He needs like ears or something. The bird is just kind of like slapped on his forehead, and it's such a strange shape. I don't know what they were going for. Like, it kind of looks like a bird. It kind of looks like a crown, which is cool, but it's so misshapen and it lacks intentionality. I feel like they didn't go dark enough with the black, if that makes sense. So all the colors are just a little too, there's not enough contrast. That is a crown. Okay. I would put little ears on the crown, and I would make the crown look more like a bird rather than it was just like a broken off piece that's poking into his forehead. It was really hard to choose a best skin because T'Challa is just such a gorgeous character model in here. But I think I had to do Best Chosen because it's so dark and beautiful. The textures are so well done. Like, I honestly don't really have any critique with this. There was also a slight debate with Widow, and we kind of ended up deciding on this one being her worst skin. It looks worse in the comics, and this is an improvement. But it just, I don't know, like the top looks really good. Like, if I cover her legs, that looks really, really nice. But something about these little things right here, I know what they're going for, and it is a fun idea. Oh, wait! It's, her silhouette is an hourglass. Like, that's kind of cool. I might have put, like, a belt here to make that even clearer that this is a Widow hourglass. Like, I know it's so heavy-handed with the hourglass imagery, but I love that sort of thing. The hourglasses in her braid are like my favorite thing on this skin. It is very cool. And generally, it is a very solid pick, but it falls flat just a little bit compared to some of her other skins. The best that we all decided on was her Mrs. Barnes skin, because we are all pretty partial to cowboys, but this is just a very cute skin. Her hat is not my favorite, but it just looks a little clunky, but there's nothing inherently wrong with it. This shirt, the gold, like the lines on it, and the high-waisted pants are so flattering. Like, I wish I could wear this every day. I love the big old fuzzy jacket. Jackets are such a nice way to, like, zhuzh up a character design. The only thing that kind of annoys me is her big earring. It's just always clipping through everything. That's not awful. I would avoid that in my own character designs, but Blade doesn't have a lot of skin, but again, the Phoenix skins are just not great. I mean, his hair is really well done, and the eye is cool. The big block of gold with the, like, I think it's Phoenix's face hugging him, it's just a little gaudy. I don't like big blocks of gold. It can be done well, but I feel like gold is one of those powerful colors that needs to be used sparingly. And there isn't really clear theme. Like, it is kind of going for, like, the Venom versus Phoenix skin, but it falls into a lot of the pitfalls that a lot of these skins fall into, where it feels undirectional. There's no direction to it. It's too clashy. There's no, I don't know, it just feels kind of random. It does look nice. Like, I like the chainmail here. I wish there was some more chainmail added, because this doesn't really look like a kind of armor you would have chainmail under. I love these little skirts. Oh, this is like a coat tail, and this is like a skirt. Huh. His best skin, I haven't watched What If. It's a very cool looking design. The lore behind it is fun. I like the mostly black with just a pop of white in the right places to keep your eyes up here, but keep visual interest. Like the big coat, I love big coats. We also debated for this one, this is a fantastic design. This one was just a little more interesting. I know some people are going to be upset about this, but Punk Rage is Hulk's worst skin. I do like the kidney shot tattoo. That's really funny to me. The tattoos are very random. That belt would not be staying on. And I know it's from the comics. I don't know. It's just not my favorite. I do find that hair does play a big role into if I like a skin or not. Because right here, just the way it puffs out when you're looking at it straight ahead, he looks like one of those troll dolls. The best skin was definitely Joe Fixit. I know that they messed him up, and that all the sci-fi stuff they've added is really weird on Joe Fixit. But it is a very good looking skin. So I really like skins who really change the look of the character. His worst skin was hotly debated for Cap, but I think we decided on Captain Clintar. These look like ears. It looks like he has little elf ears, and then it like sucks in his head real far, and then it bumps out his chin a little bit. His head looks oddly unbalanced. I don't know how to explain it. I really like this line right here. His best skin, we've decided, is Brett Hendrick. There's just something about it. I'm not even like much of a sports fan, but I cannot deny the aura of a slutty little crop top. And it's so charming. The football shield is bad, but it's so kitschy and fun in a way that I really like. Like, I wouldn't get this skin, but I also cannot deny the fun of this skin. It's fun. It's cute. I like that they put in the effort to change the name, because it used to be Rogers and people were like, that doesn't make sense. So they switched it to Hendrick. It's fun. Now this one is a tough one, because everyone in the Discord was saying that this is their worst skin because of Cloak's legs. But I honestly really like this skin. I think it's cute. They're opening. Oh, it keeps what the fuck? I think it's broken. This skin, I really like it. Like, I know Cloak's legs are a little, a little useless. But I do quite like Cloak's design. When I saw them in the comic, I actually thought Cloak looked way better than Dagger. Dagger looks so pretty in the actual 3D model. Her hair is so well modeled, and it's fluffy and pretty. Actually, now that I'm looking at him, this is weird. This is weird. This is weird. Also, why'd they make her thighs bigger? Anyway, I don't know. I kind of like all of their skins. This skin, I think, might be their worst. I don't even know why specifically. I think, like, Cloak doesn't have a lot going on. I think he's very neglected design-wise. And I think that's a little odd, because you do play as him sometimes, and he isn't always behind her, so he should have some decent amount of detailing, especially since you lose the entire body. You need to put a little more effort into the rest of him. It is just like a solid block of white, but I do like that it is white and gold, which is what base dagger should be. And also, he doesn't scream ballet at all. Like, she's very, very ballet. I've never seen a ballet outfit that looks like this. Their best skin is probably going to be another dance skin. It's their ice skating one. I think it's really pretty. Cloak looks amazing. I love the glittery body. Dagger looks so cute. Daredevil, we don't have a lot to work with because he's, yeah. I'm not counting recolors unless I have to. And since these are his two skins, I'm gonna say this one is his worst. Not for any, like, particular thing. Like, it's okay, you know. It's the show skin. It looks like the show outfit. I like that it's got the big double D's on his chest. I like the paneling, but I don't think anything can beat Daredevil in thigh highs. His legs look so good in the skin, and then the mouth covering with the big neon horns. I'm a huge horn Daredevil enjoyer. I love exaggerated characteristics. It just feels so techy and fun. Like, this little holographic spine, what's this for? I don't know. It looks cool. They gave him a fucking Sendevistan. Yeah, I like it. So, Deadpool, his worst skin is all of them. All of these fucking t-shirts and this godforsaken mess of a character design. Like, the leg warmers, those look I don't know, they make me uncomfortable when I look at them. When I look at his little leg warmers, I think about, like, when you're a pirate, you're gonna be stepping in dirt and, like, space mud and stuff. And I'm thinking about that getting dirty, and it makes me uncomfortable. Jacket itself, like, the base jacket is kind of fine. All the stuff on top of it is a bit much. Like, as I'm looking at it, it is kind of coming together, but I still don't like it. His best skin. It's not in the game yet, but it is made pool. I just think it's fun and cute. Strange's worst skin is probably Sorcerer Supreme of the Galaxy. I don't know, he looks kind of cross-eyed, for one. I don't know how to explain it. He just looks weird. I know that's the Supreme Artist commentary you were looking for. Like, what is going on with his boots? It looks like when you fold over boots, you know? Like, they've got, like, fabric trim, but then they decided not to. He does have a lot of fantastic skins, but we decided on his God of Magic from the Season 0 Battle Pass. It's so pretty. The color palette is really nice. Because I found in a lot of skins, they put an extra color that doesn't really make sense with anything else, but this is nice because it's a lot of yellows and greens that, like, fit together. It's a lot of warm greens and cool yellows, so they fit together really well. You know, you've got little detailing in here, but it's not too strong. They're fading into each other, so it creates a visual interest without being overwhelming. The contrast of the really dark beard and then the bright hair and then the glowing green eyes, it keeps your eyes on his face. Elsa, we didn't really have much to work with, so her worst skin is gonna be this recolor, because it's, you know, it's just a recolor. It's all she's got. I'm actually, like, I think I would have gone for slightly more purple blue, if that makes sense, because this is just like a very purpley red. I feel like it isn't the most harmonious of palettes ever, but that's just being nitpicky. This skin is obviously her best. You know, it's her original outfit, and then she got changed. I think my conspiracy theory is she went from a blonde with braids in blue to a redhead in orange because her name is Elsa, and she's blonde with a braid who wears blue and white. They had to change that. But it looks so, like, tactical and fun. Emma Frost's worst skin, by far, is this fucking thing. Like I said, hair does play a strong role in how I perceive a skin, but if I cover up that fuck-ass ponytail, it just looks kind of weird. I'm not the biggest fan of the collar, because everything's so skin tight, and then there's suddenly a flared collar, and it doesn't really make sense. Also, the pink and red, the colors are just all over the fucking place. Like, this pink is different from this pink. This is like kind of red, kind of pink. Pink and red can go well together if you're doing it right. This is not doing it right. Her best skin, honestly, is going to be Phoenix Diamond. I'm so sad I didn't get it, because I think it looks kind of better than the comic book version. This bird is very clear. It's very well placed. Her hair is fun. I used to not like it, but I kind of like the little, like, 60s question mark little twirl at the end. I think they need to give her quote-unquote normal hair more often. Her big shoulders turning into bird wings is really clever to me. The color palette is very cohesive. I like the X's over her wrists. Everything is pointing upward, which is what it should. Everything should point to the face. Yeah, this is just a good skin. For Gambit's worst skin, we decided on this one. Yeah, it's really pretty, and the Assassin's Creed vibes are very fun. I honestly do not entirely mind the big block of gold here. Like, I think it could be broken up a little bit, but I think the lines and stuff are enough, especially because it's mostly white. Honestly, the big thing is I mistake him for Moon Knight constantly, which is really annoying. And then, like, I'll go to dive a Gambit and it's a Moon Knight and then he explodes me. It's very annoying. I do like this hair here. It's very pretty. Yeah, like, honestly, design-wise, it's quite nice. Like, I like these weird pants that go in and then you see his chainmail underneath. So there's, like, the cloth, but it looks armored underneath, so there's like a strength but like a beauty here, which is so fun. This, I don't know what this is or what it's meant to represent. I like the kind of fleur-de-lis here. I know that's very well known in Cajun culture, and like the little card embellishments. It is very elegant. Generally, it is a solid skin. He only has 2 skins. And then his best would probably be his wedding skin. Is very prim. It's a lot nicer than what he wore in the comic. I like the little subtle X's on the design. I think men should dress like this more often when they're fancy, honestly. His hair is very like slick, especially because usually he's got this messy mop of hair. So having something a little cleaner is a fun contrast. I love the rose on his staff. I think that's adorable. Groot doesn't often miss with his skins. There's a lot I really like. This one ended up falling into the worst one. It is fun to put him in a mechanical lens. It looks strange is all I can say. This looks like a naval mine, which I don't think that's what it's supposed to be. It's a little unclear what the hell is happening. Like, I see the cords are supposed to look like his branches, but there's no clear reason for it. Yeah, I mean, it kind of looks like he's powered by, like, sci-fi chlorophyll, which is kind of neat. It's not a bad skin. I think it's just one of his weakest, simply because so many of his skins have so much fucking aura. This is probably his best one. I'm a big sucker for taking something that's usually a sweetheart and turning it into something spooky. The pulsing tongue is crazy. It's kind of beautiful in a way. These sharp lines that are all like condensing towards his head, which is really good visual hierarchy. The way the detail is lower at the bottom and then there's a gradient, so it brings you up towards his head. That is fantastic visual hierarchy. There's a lot going on in the back, which is what you're going to be seeing most of the time, which is very nice. He's like still kind of planty. He's got little petals. These upswept eyes, they're still kind of kind and they're really pretty. But he's threatening as hell. Like, if I saw him in real life at, like, on a dark street, I would piss myself. But also, he has that gentle Groot energy. For Hawkeye's worst skin, it's gotta be this one. It just looks like he's an Olympian. He doesn't look like a superhero. He looks like a guy out doing sports. It looks like I'm going to see him like sponsored by Red Bull. He's got like the Avengers branding on it. Yeah, it doesn't give superhero, it gives athlete, which is kind of cool, but it also feels a little goofy. His best skin though is definitely his Ronin skin. His Ronin arc is really fun, and it's just a very pretty skin. Typically, I don't like the weird splashes of green that Marvel Rivals can add, but I don't mind this. It's a little like, it's a military green, which this character just gives angry and badass, but maybe with a heart inside. Maybe you can connect to him. For Hela's worst skin, I don't think it's very controversial to say this one. It is very cool that it is based off of a classic 60s skin. And like, I know it's just 60s designs were weird. And there is a lot to like about this skin, but it's just really busy. Like the lighter colored boots with the little things coming out from underneath. The colors are a little all over the place. Like, yeah, they're all within the same family, but it is a lot. I don't like characters that look bald. I need everyone to have a long flowing hair. A lot of stuff is pointing down and away from her instead of like pointing up towards her face. So there's like no visual hierarchy. There's bright colors up here, there's bright colors down here, there's bright colors over here and over here. So your eyes are going all over the place. I think this one is easy. This is absolutely Hela's best skin. Because Hela is this like very classy, but she gives that vibe. She's very elegant. She's a queen. So what she looks down upon you, this is such an elegant and beautiful skin. And despite like, it has a lot of the same motifs, like the pointing down, as like this one actually has like almost the same shape that's on her corset that is on her chest, but I don't really mind it here because it's not as prevalent. Yes, there's a boob window, but it doesn't give gooner skin, which, you know, I don't mind a good sexy skin, but it's not gratuitous at all. The red nails are honestly such a nice touch. They're just that little bit of pop of red on her hands and her mouth. Because green is the opposite of red. So when you have red against a green background, your eyes are drawn directly there. So like when her hands are on her knife, it gives like danger when you want to look at her hands. And then, you know, her mouth is very covered, but it's still like a little pop of red on her face. But like, you don't really mind not looking at her face in here because like she's got a mystery. Sometimes hiding the face is great. The mesh on the top is a little odd, but that's okay. I don't mind. Okay, so Johnny doesn't have a lot to work with, and I kind of hate to say it, this might be his worst skin. I don't hate it, and the story behind it is fantastic. But just compared to the other two, like this is a gorgeous skin. And this one, you know, it's just, you know, it's the classic Fantastic Four skin, but, you know, movie-fied. This one, the big lights on his thighs, yes, it's kind of hot, but I do just stare at his thighs rather than his face, which maybe is a me problem, but I feel like the whole costume points my eyes downward. Also, short hair. Generally, though, like, I do kind of like it. This is freaky. Yeah, generally, not too bad. I don't have too much to say about this. This is his best fit skin, though. It's beautiful. Yes, everyone thought it was Gambit when he first came out, but, like, his boots, I love the little, like, they're kind of cowboy boots, and then they've got these cute little flames. Like, it feels almost a little tacky and, like, sportsy, but I would totally... He would buy that, you know? I really like a lot of these older feeling aesthetics. This like very nice suit jacket. It's not over designed. There's a lot of blank space, which I'm okay with. There's just enough little detail. And also him being the heart is really cute to me. And the little like Draculaura heart on his face, it's cute. He's handsome. He's hot. It's very good Johnny skin. So, in Viz, it was a little hard to say. I'm gonna have to say Future Foundation is her worst skin. I know! It's so cute. It is very good. I think the slick back Mystique hair, I actually don't really mind it. I think it's cute. She actually looks her age in this skin, which is lovely. Fuck, there's not actually anything I really dislike in this skin. Because otherwise I'm gonna have to say the Malice skin, and I don't want to say the Malice skin. I don't know, but her best skin right now, honestly, is this one. It's so nice. Her hair is very pretty. The only thing that I hate is the fucking buttons, and I hope they change it soon, because I am saving up for this skin right now. But the buttons are making me lose my goddamn mind. They are all I can see. Also, why is one of them long? The skirt is a little short. Not to be like a prude or anything, it's just, it feels a little incongruous with the thing. Like, I would put tights on this if I wore this IRL just to keep, like, the color balances. But it's very cute and fun. I love the fours on her outfit. I love very in-your-face motifs. It's fun. Iron Fist. I don't think anyone's gonna disagree with me when I say this fuck-ass skin. I mean, part of it, again, hair. Anything that, like, makes a character weirdly bald. Like, I love a good half-shaven head. This isn't done terribly well. His eyes. This eye shape is very strange, and then there's no eye here, which can be fun. But I don't know, it's ugly. I do love that you can see inside of him here. If there was like a mechanical rib cage inside, I would be frothing at the mouth a little bit. Not in like a weird way, but in like a I love art so much way. Like, what the hell is this right here? What's this green cloth? What is it holding on to? Why is it here? The pants are fine. This is also kind of a contender. Like, as much as I love Danny Rand, and then this makes him look like Danny Rand, this is gaudy as all hell. The color palette is atrocious. The fire is so... But his best skin has to be his sword master skin. I mean, look at the little boob window. I'm trying not to make this a thirsty video. The devs know what they're doing. I know I keep saying this. He's so beautiful. I love the little pops of red, especially a lot of the red is centered up here. Like I was talking about with Hela, like red is a very good cheat color for focus. So if you want a certain area in your art piece to be the focal point and you're struggling and you want to cheat a little bit, red. Put red where you want people to look. Plus, it's carried throughout his costume to keep some balance, especially because the reds in the off-focal areas are a slightly cooler red, so they don't draw your attention as much. Like, it's not as, like, different a red that it's annoying like the Emma skin. There's a brighter, warmer gold up here, and then there's a cooler gold down here to keep the palette consistent and to keep it scattered throughout, but this doesn't draw your eye as much as this does. It's very good color hierarchy. This is one that the Discord hates, and I see why. This is really ugly. His arm is too big for him. So, like, I just Googled the suit from the comics, and yeah, they fucked him up. What'd they do to my boy? Because, like, it seems the base skin, it's like a armor underneath that's like a black and gold. So the black is not black enough to really be balancing out what's happening here. And the gold, like, they took off some of his faceplate, which is interesting. And it is fun to see, like, someone in a mechanical armor is being taken over, and that armor is, like, kind of melting and becoming one with him. There is a fun horror in that, and there is the null spiral on his forehead. So there is a fun vibe to it, and it's like corrupting and changing him and fucking him up. It's just kind of ugly. I don't know how I would improve this. His best looking skin that the Discord loved is his Spampton skin, his Big Shot skin. But it's a fun little skin. I love the arc reactor on his chest and scar tissue. That's some fun visual storytelling that not a lot of people tell. His suit is very, like, it's a little flashy. It's a little gaudy, which works for him, but it's also this beautiful royal blue, which, like, a lot of blues are associated with royalty and richness because this kind of blue and similar purples were really difficult to get early on. If you're struggling to choose a color for a royal character, purple or, like, indigo blue, because a lot of indigo, I think, came from India at the time, so it was a tough import. The aviators, like, they give kind of asshole. It's very nice. And then his shoes are very simple and dark, but there's this gold trim, and they're, like, you know, they're gold toed, which kind of gives, like, maybe like a plated steel toe. So, you know, he can work and have something dropped on his foot and be all right. Plus the gloves, you can tell, like, he's trying to dress nice but be ready for anything. Jeff has so many adorable freaking skins. I'm gonna have to say this one is his worst because it actually hurts my eyes. Like, I cannot look at this. I'm looking at this over here because I can't look at it. It hurts my freaking eyes. But his best skin has to be his Devouring Duo skin. It's so cute! It's so cute! Like, I love putting him in little outfits and stuff, but I love skins that really change the character. And he kind of looks like an orca, which orcas have a soft spot in my heart. But he's kind of freaky. His skin is pulsating. His collar is like melding into him, which is freaky as fuck. But I love it. He's a freaky little guy. Oh, he's so cute. Loki's worst skin is his Loki skin. So like a lot of Loki's skins are very covering and very large. There's a lot of like these big silhouettes, especially around the shoulders. But this strips everything off of him. And he has like huge trapezius and low shoulders and long arms. Like, they are, I think, a little too long. Your wrists are supposed to line up with, like, the bottom of your torso. And so does look like that, but it's because his arms are a little out. But if you put them directly next to him, they would be a little too low. They're a little long, which can be fun when he's wearing outfits that kind of hide that. There is a really fun visual language in how stretched out and slinky he is. He looks like a snake, but when he's just in a t-shirt, it really highlights those odd proportions in a poor way. Because overall, Loki is a very nice looking character. He's got a lovely face sculpt. I love the little earrings, but yeah, it doesn't flatter him very well. This man was not built for everyday wear. And his best has gotta be Lady Loki. It's the skin I exclusively use because she looks amazing. I know it's such a cop-out answer to choose the skin that changes everything about the character because it is just huge. But she is I love that they included this, which is often used, the little like circles in her hair. I don't know what because they're often drawn in Loki's designs. The scales on her like chest plate thingy are really fun. Plus her proportions are a little more correct. Yet the snake motifs throughout her whole body are really, really fun. There's a lot less detail down here and it's darker, good visual hierarchy. She's very well done. But if you want a male Loki skin that's his best, I'm pretty partial to the fucking turkey skin. I like that they change out his horns to be, you know, still hold the silhouette, but to be something more fun. The long hair is very nice. The ears are very nice. I like the gradient down, the feathers. Yeah, it's very nice. All right, gamers, so my artsy butt yapped for 2.5 hours, so I'm going to have to make this a 2-parter series. So if you like this, please like, subscribe, tell me what you think. Maybe my analyzation was too much, or maybe you think that I analyzed something wrong. Maybe I made the wrong choice. But I hope you guys like this. I thought this would be a fun take on a lot of the skin reviews I've seen. So yeah, do the cool algorithm things and have a lovely, lovely day.